Hello and welcome to Pilates and Purpose. This is the second workout that I am filming for this. So how this goes is we start off with our purpose first. Again, hence it's why it's called Pilates and Purpose. I'll read a little devotional to get us started into class. Then we'll get into our warm-up, workout, and cool down and just finish out with some prayer. So let's start off with our purpose first. For bodily exercise profits a little, but godliness is profitable for all things, having promise of the life that now is and of that which is to come. 1 Timothy 4:8. So right now in this workout, the Bible says that it will profit a little, meaning this workout has value, but it's of little value in comparison to the exercising of our faith, which is of more importance. What matters more than your physical body, your temple, your vessel, is our inner being that is being continuously renewed. Paul says in 2 Corinthians 4:16, "Therefore, we do not lose heart, even though our outward man is perishing, yet the inward man is being renewed day by day." So how do we exercise our godliness? The Message translation of 2 Peter 1 verses 5 through 8 says, "So don't lose a minute in building on what you've been given, complementing your basic faith with good character, spiritual understanding, alert discipline, passionate patience, reverent wonder, warm friendliness, and generous love, each dimension fitting into and developing the others. With these qualities active and growing in your lives, no grass will grow under your feet, no day will pass without its reward as you mature in your experience of our Master Jesus." So that is just something to meditate on during this workout and throughout the rest of the day. So without further ado, we are going to get on into our workout, starting off with our warm-up, which will be lying down on our mat. So you can lay all the way down. Your hands will go on top of your knees here, and begin by just circling out the legs, getting a nice stretch for the hips. Our focus today is really on the lower body, the core, and also our back muscles as well. So just take this time just to warm up, get yourself ready for a wonderful workout. And let's go for one more. I could really stay in that one for a long time. We're gonna grab behind our thighs here and just begin to roll our spine. So we'll come up and then roll back down. Again, still warming up here. If that one's a little too intense for you, you can just rock it side to side. Again, rolling up, maybe the toes hit the mat. Roll it back as far as you can. Again, just warming up here. It's kind of fun. And just two more. Two. Get all the cracks out. My knee just cracked. And one. Perfect. You can roll yourself all the way up. Hands underneath the shoulders. We're going into a hip thrust. So your fingertips can face towards your heels. Let's press through our heels and just lift the hips up, engaging the glutes, waking up the upper body as well. Then lower the hips back down with control. Do your best to keep your chin away from your chest, tapping the hips down to the mat and then lifting up from here. Again, it's an inhale as you lower and exhale as you lift. Beautiful. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Let's just push for two more. Again, no need to rush these. And one more. And one. Beautiful. You can rest your hips down to the mat. Let's start with our legs out extended in front of us. Starting off with a roll up. So make your way all the way down to your mat. You can kind of think of this movement as a sit up, reaching your hands back overhead, then bringing your arms on top of your chest, then peeling off the mat, keeping those legs down and going and reaching for those toes. Then coming back up into that seated position. Again, trying to keep the legs glued to the mat. This is challenging, coming down one vertebrae at a time. Arms will go back up overhead. Hands go on top of the chest again. Peeling off the mat with control using the core here. Fluid spine. Legs are straight. If this is a little too challenging for you, you can come up into the seated position, grab the hands behind the legs and just work on a C curve and back up, and then slowly build that strength and increase that range of motion. Let's take it for just 2 more. Again, really reaching forward. Keeping those legs down. And last one. Whoo, yeah. Not using that momentum. Beautiful. All right, let's bend the knees here. Hands can come to the chest. Take a twist to the left side here. And we can stay here or make it a little bit more challenging by lifting the feet off of the mat. And as you twist to the left, tap your right toes down and back up. Again, feel free to take that modification that we started with or really progress it with the legs and tabletop, right toes touching the mat. Beautiful, you tap and back up. Nice twist for those obliques, chin away from the chest. Yes, we'll take it. And just 2 more. 2 and 1. Hold it at the top here. Same thing other side. Twist to the right, left toes tap, then back up through center. Twist, tap, back up through center. Again, we don't need to rush this. A nice light tap and back up. Notice how my ankles are in alignment with the knees here. Core is nice and tight. Beautiful twist to the right. And push for 3. Just 2 more. 2 and 1. Beautiful. You can keep those legs up or we can place the feet back down to the mat. Going in with a nice twist. Let's brush it over to the left, then brush it over to the right. So nice twist and twist. Again, you can lift the legs up if you'd like that added challenge here. So nice rotation. Now alternating these sides here. If you notice that your hips are kind of going all over the place, maybe it's a little too shaky, 1, you can slow it down. Or 2, again, just place those heels down for a little extra stability. So brush it, arms are straight. You don't have to take the arms too seriously here. Keep working, look in the direction that you're going. And let's do 4 more. 4, 3, yes, 2, and 1, and 1. Great job. Let's place those heels down now. Grabbing onto the back of our thighs, going into that C curve. So notice that my back is rounded. I'm going to reach my arms out in front, already feeling that core engagement, but if you don't, lean back a little bit more. Let's keep the heels down for this one. Arms raise up overhead and then back out in front of us. This might not look like a lot, but whew, I feel this instantly. You're going to raise those arms up and pull those hands back in front of the shoulders. Breathing through it. Again, if you don't really feel it, feel free to just lean back a little bit more. Core tight, heels are anchored into the mat. Beautiful. If it's a little too challenging, you can always come up a little bit higher just to take the pressure off of the abs, especially if you are feeling a lot of overcompensation in your back. So you lift and lower, exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Beautiful. Can we go for just 2 more? 2, yes. And 1 more, and 1. Beautiful. Okay, just put your hands on your knees. Take a stretch coming forward, lifting up through your chest, shoulders down and back. Let's round the spine, and then again, just gripping onto your knees. Send your chest forward, shoulders back. Maybe you look up, and then back. Beautiful. Let's do one more like that. Chest forward, shoulders down and back. Perfect. Let's lay down onto our side, just so we're on the same page here. You can either mirror me or choose to do your left forearm. So I'm going down to the left side here. You can actually lay it down like a supermodel. So you can put your hand, your head in your hand, or you can put your arm extended and rest your left ear onto your bicep. Up to you, whatever feels more comfortable. I like to have my head up a little bit, especially when I am instructing. But if I'm not instructing, I would prefer to have that arm straight. So with your top hand, your top arm, you can either place it onto your hip, or for more stability, place that hand out in front of your chest. Now with your bottom leg or your left leg, you're gonna bend that knee and keep it anchored into the mat. From here, lift your right leg up, your top leg up, so there's some distance in between the legs. This is called a leg sweep. So you're gonna sweep that leg forward and then kick it back. That's all it is. And you wanna stay nice and steady on the mat here, so we don't want the hips to rock back and forth too much. So again, you come forward with that right leg as far as you can, maybe in front of the hip, and then we sweep it back so that it's in alignment with the rest of our body here. If you want to add a little extra technique to it, you can flex your foot as you come forward, so toe to shin, and then point through your toes as you go back. You'll really feel the hamstrings here. Or you could take your top arm, make it a little more challenging, and place it onto your hip or reach it up towards the ceiling, up to you. Keep working here. Keep that leg up nice and high. Nice sweep going back, really pointing through your big toe. Beautiful. Okay, from here, let's advance it a little bit. Take your leg, bring it forward, lift, lower, sweep back, lift, lower. This is gonna work your hip abductors, so the outer part of your glute here. It can be challenging, so just take those shakeouts when you need to. So just a little lift and lower. You'll feel that challenge. You'll feel that added resistance. Beautiful. Long legs here. Keep working, breathing through it. Again, you can lay all the way down if you need to. Close your eyes. However you need to get through this workout, let's do it. And just one more. And one. And back and lift and one. Beautiful. I want you to take your toe and we're gonna flex it, so toe to shin. You're gonna come down and we're gonna double pulse up. So you're gonna pulse, pulse, and then lower. Pulse, pulse, and then lower. You can try to go up nice and high here for that challenge. Again, toe is pointed to the shin, so we have a flexed foot. Again, you'll feel that extra engagement in the glute and hamstring now. Beautiful. And again, if that leg's getting super tired, I understand. I'm here with you. You can always take that shake out and then get back into it again. Nice and strong. Lifting up through our chest. Try not to collapse that top shoulder forward, but keeping the shoulders stacked. And just two more. Two, and one more, and one. I want you to point the toes again, drawing a circle going back. This is gonna be the final burn, I promise. We're just gonna finish off with leg circles, and then we'll get a little break from this sideline series. So circle, circle, circle. Watch those hips, make sure they're not rocking too much. And switch directions in 3, 2, and 1. Switch directions. If you were going back, you're now circling forward and vice versa. Beautiful. Point through your toes. Make your leg really long. Reach through your toes. We'll walk out if you're a little taller. Keep working. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. And rest it out. Beautiful. That should have felt pretty challenging. We're going into prone position. I'm just going to switch over to this side just to make it a little easier to see. So, lying down in prone, you're going to rest your tummy down onto the mat. From here, we're going to reach those arms forward and lifting up the limbs. So keeping the hips pressed into the mat. Feet are going to be pointed slightly outwards to the corners of the mat. I want you to lift up and then lower. Take a nice exhale, lift and lower. This is the part of the workout where we're gonna really work on the upper back muscles. Still gonna feel the glutes here, which is great to complement the rest of the workout. Inhale down and exhale lift. Keeping the feet away from each other. Again, toes just really tap the mat and then we come back down. From here, I want you to lift. Now drive the elbows back, little lat pull, reach forward, and then lower down. So you lift, elbows come back, extend those arms, and lower. So lift, pull, extend, and lower. Just a few more like this. Now you really want to lift those elbows up nice and high to engage the upper back muscles. Elbows come in towards the rib cage. Beautiful. Really extending those arms, reaching forward so that muscle gets a stretch. 2 more. 2. Yeah, and 1 more. Really good for your posture. And 1. Now keep your head lifted. Your legs are lifted. And just go for that lat pull. So extend and bend those elbows, keeping the chest lifted. If you're feeling a lot of pressure in your lower back, just lower the chest a little bit. Beautiful. Pull back. Keep working. Don't give up. You should feel a little tired here, but we're going to push past that muscle fatigue. And 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And from here, place your hands on your head. Take it side to side back extension. So the elbow taps down. Little rotation here. If this is too much for the legs, you can lower the legs down. You tap, in tap, in tap, in tap. Beautiful. Exhale every time you rotate. And 3, 2, and 1. Reach those arms out forward. Sweep it back. Forward. Sweep back. So your palms are going to go facing up as you sweep those arms back. Palms go facing down as you sweep them forward. Your chest comes down as the arms come forward. And your chest lifts as your arms go back. Legs also lift as you go back with the arms. And they lower as you go forward. Whew. Feeling this one, just 2 more. 2, and last one, and 1. Whew. Okay. Hands can reach down to the sides of your chest. Just push up. Take a nice stretch here. Hips on top of the heels. You're doing amazing. Again, this workout is profiting a little. We're gonna get a little stronger. And just take that nice stretch going forward. Hips come down. Whew. And again, 1 more time. Hips back on top of the heels. Take that stretch. Arms are straight. And beautiful. All right, let's lay down on our opposite side this time in that side lying position. Or you can go down to your right side. So head in hand like a supermodel, or we can rest it ear to the bicep, up to you. I'm gonna go head in hand. We wanna bend the bottom leg. Top leg, there'll be some distance in between the top leg and that bottom leg. Your top arm can go in front of your chest for extra stability, or if you're feeling really advanced, you wanna challenge the core a little bit more, hand to the hip, or reaching it up towards the ceiling. From here, starting off with our first move of the series, a leg sweep. So we're gonna kick that leg forward and sweep it back. Maybe we flex the foot coming forward, toe to shin, and point through our toes as we sweep back. Beautiful. Inhale coming forward, exhale as we go back. Perfect. Hopefully your upper back is feeling some tension from what we just did. That's amazing. If it is, made me forget all about the leg sweeps. Keep working here. Again, maybe you flex the foot coming forward, point the toes going back. Make sure that that top leg isn't dropping down too low, but keep it nice and lifted. Try to keep the weight on your hips. You've got it. Just 2 more. 2. Yes. 1 more. 1. Let's add some hip abduction. So you're gonna lift, lower, then come forward, lift, lower. Yes, a little extra challenge a little bit more of a burn. Breathing through it. You can do this. Just fight a little bit longer. Forward, lift lower, just up and down an inch. Nothing crazy with that hip abduction. Perfect. And just 3 more. 3. And 2. And 1. Toe to shin, lower that top leg, double pulse going up, 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 then lower. So still working in that hip abduction, just stopping up about halfway, then going up all the way, then lowering all the way. So half, full, and lower all the way down. Toe to shin. Lift that leg up nice and high. We're not rocking through the hips on the mat. This left shoulder isn't going to roll forward. We're not here. We want to stay nice and stacked. Working out in good posture. Want to build those muscles in good posture. Beautiful. Keep working here. 3, 2 more. 2, and last one. 1. Point through your toes. Nice circle. Let's go back. We're going to go both directions. Keep that leg up nice and high. This is where it's really going to burn. You're going to draw me a nice medium-sized circle, not a trapezoid or square or rectangle, just a nice circle. And switch directions. Keep that leg up nice and high. When you get tired, those hips begin to rock, but just fight through it. I'm really fighting through it, burns. And 3, 2, and 1. Whew. That was challenging. We're gonna come up nice and steady here. And we're going to face the front of our mat. Next up is a core series. So we are gonna feel a little bit of the arms here. We'll take it. Going into our soldier planks. But before we do that, let's just take a nice stretch. Just reach those arms all the way up. And bring those hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders down and back, chest lifted. Beautiful. It's always nice to take a little shake out. Going into that high plank position to start. Hands underneath the shoulders, both legs are extended. If at any point this is a little too challenging, you can always opt to go to your knees and keep your hips shifted down so you actually feel the core. If you do go on your knees, make sure your hips aren't lifted up towards the ceiling, else you won't feel anything. Again, starting in our high plank position, just 5 on each side. You're going with your right arm leading. So come down to the right elbow, then down to the left elbow, up on the right hand, then up on the left hand. That's 1, just 4 more like that. Right leads down, and up, core tight, down, trying to be as stable as possible, just 2 more. Feeling a nice burn throughout the upper body, and 1. Beautiful, hold it at the top here. Now same thing on that left side, left elbow comes down, then the right elbow comes down, left hand pushes off through the mat, then the right hand does. That's 1. Beautiful. Take your time, no need to rush this. Better to take it slower, forces us to hold the plank a little bit longer. And last one. Perfect. Take it down to the forearms now. Again, you can always shift to the knees if you need to. Forehead goes to the mat, then lower back down. This is your forearm to pike. So lift the hips up, then lower the hips down, working into the shoulders and core. Forehead to the mat. Again, this is challenging. Breathe through it. Planks are always on the difficult side. Beautiful. Core tight. Lift the hips, maybe hold it there a second, and lower the hips. Elbows are underneath the shoulders. You can bring your hands together or palms facing down on the mat. And just 2 more here. 2. And last one. And 1. From here, hover over in that low plank position. Knee taps the floor and then lift. Tap the floor and lift. Hips are down nice and low for this one, so we actually feel that core engagement. And we're gonna breathe through it. Take your time. Just push for a few more reps. Almost there. And 3, 2, and 1, and just hold. Breathe through it, core tight, just hold. Woo! Take a nice inhale through your nose, And exhale out through our mouth. Work on patience in this hold. Don't give up, don't drop. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees down, hips on top of the heels, well deserved. Woo! Roll it up nice and slow. Same stretch we'll take. Reach those arms all the way up towards the ceiling. And then bring them back behind your back. Wow, that was challenging. That one got me sweating. Perfect. Let's take a nice spinal twist over to the right, looking over our back shoulder. And then over to the left. Well-deserved little stretch. Stretch break. Amazing. We have more work to do. So let's lie all the way down onto the mat here. And then you can just grab behind the thighs to get yourself down there. Whew, feels good to lay down, yes. So I want you to pedal the heels in. Your hands can come down to your sides. Now we're going into that pelvic curl or that glute bridge, but on the tippy toes. So heels come off of the mat, and from here just lift and lower the hips. Hips tap down, lift all the way up. We're starting here. If you want more of a challenge, you can reach your arms up towards the ceiling, so it'll challenge the stability a little bit more. But feel free to have your hands just rested, palms facing down on the mat if you'd like, and if you want to just focus in on getting those hips up and really squeezing the glute and hamstrings. 3 more, 3, 2, and 1 more. Hold the hips up. Now go out with the knees, in with the knees, lower the hips. And then lift the hips back up again, still on our toes, out, in, and lower. So we have our pelvic curl with the hip abduction. When you bring those knees in together, you should feel the inner thighs working as you pull everything back in, then lower the hips, raise the hips, out for the outer glute, in for the inner thigh, and lower and lift again. Breathing through it here. Just 2 more. 2. Pressing the hips up nice and high. 1 more. And 1. Hold the hips up. Now just out and in. So working on the outer and inner thigh here. The knees don't have to touch each other. They can get pretty close, but again, they don't have to touch each other. You've got this, nice and strong. Lift those hips up a little higher. Sometimes when we get tired, the hips start to drop. Keep pressing the hips up. Really challenge yourself. The legs should be shaking. 2 more. 2 and 1. Knees are pointed forward. Let's lift the right knee into the chest, then lower, keeping those hips lifted. Hopefully you didn't drop your hips, but if you did for that shakeout, that's totally fine. Again, marching through this, knee comes into the chest, then you find the floor again. Still keeping those hips lifted. This will challenge the glute, the hamstrings, and the core. Again, feel free to reach those arms up towards the ceiling for that extra challenge. Beautiful. Just a few left here. And then we'll finish off with pulses, of course. And 4, up a little higher with those hips. 3, heels lifted. 2, and 1. Hold the hips up and just lift and lower. Little pulses, big squeeze behind the legs here. Breathe through it, close your eyes, whatever you need to do. And push and push and push. Inner thighs should really be feeling it here. And keep working. Let's go for 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it, press the hips all the way up and just hold for 5, 4, patience, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hips all the way down. Knees come into the chest for a quick shakeout. Wowee. Let's get in with some abs here. So hands will go behind your head. Starting off with our feet planted onto the mat. Take your right elbow, kiss your left knee, bring it together. Then lower back down. Same thing to the other side. Left elbow kisses the right knee, then lower back down. This is our last series of class today, so let's make the most of it. Finishing off again with some abs, working into the core and obliques as well with these nice twists. So again, opposite elbow to knee. And you can have this little hand hammock, which is what I would recommend. Feels nice and comfortable. Exhale as you lift up, pushing your belly button into the mat so that your back is flat and there's no space between your lower back and the floor. Beautiful. Going into a nice progression here, so if the next movement is a little too challenging, I want you to stay in this movement. So let's lift the knees up, lift the head, neck, and shoulders off of the mat. Opposite elbow to knee, so right elbow kisses the left knee, right leg extends, then switch it over to the other side. This is your bicycle. It's an exhale as you rotate. Inhale back through center, exhale as you rotate. Try not to have your chin glued to your chest, but just work on that core control, keeping those shoulders up nice and high here. Working into that bicycle or that abdominal crisscross, whatever you want to call it. And keep working. If you want to advance this movement, extend both legs up and take it out. Pointing through your toes, you have this nice and strong. Woo! Keep working. And push for 8, 7, up a little higher, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the legs up towards the ceiling. From here, let's do our abdominal curl. Out with the legs, in with the legs, and lower. And again, you lift, out, in, lower, legs are straight. If this is really challenging, maybe there's a lack of flexibility in the hamstrings, feel free to bend those knees into tabletop and take it from there. That would look like this. So you would lift, out, in, and then lower. You've got it. We're gonna be here for just a little bit. Again, just a few exercises left, I promise. Again, this workout is going to profit us a little. So let's take it. 3 more. 3, out, in, lower. 2, out, in, lower. And 1, out, in. This time, don't lower. Keep your head, neck, and shoulders off of the mat. Just out and in with the legs. So just out and in, working the inner thighs just a little bit. Really good to complement the rest of our workout today. Keep working, just out and in, head, neck, and shoulders off of the mat, so you should still feel your abs. Make sure your legs aren't too close to you. So they should be stacked over the hips or a little further away for a challenge. You should feel that tug in the abs. Keep working. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your legs together, hands come next to your thighs. Just pulse it out, just lift and lower a little bit. Up and down an inch, little bit of a curl. You can bend the knees into tabletop if this feels like too much. Breathing through it. Whew, really feeling those abs. Keep working. Try to keep the chin away from the chest. And again, just little movement here. You don't want your head to fully rest back down to the mat. Keeping those legs out straight or keeping it in tabletop. Remember, tabletop is the knees hovered over the hips, ankles in alignment with the knees. You're almost there, push, come on. 10, 9, reach a little further. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, rest it out, amazing work. Just take a second to just shake it out, roll out that lower back, and breathe. You just did all of that, amazing job. Let's go out with the legs straight, arms extended for a nice pencil stretch. Just take a nice inhale, breathe through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Again, inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Arms come out to the side here. Bring your right knee in towards your chest and rotate over to the left side for a nice spinal twist. Again, just relax, feel that release in the low back, nice stretch in the hips, the chest, the shoulders, oh my. And hold it here. Again, amazing, amazing work today. Hopefully you're feeling that burn throughout your core and the legs. Let's switch it over to the other side. Left knee into the chest, then bring it over to the right. Excuse my angry dog. Beautiful. Just enjoy that nice stretch. Bottom leg is straight, top leg is bent. Again, just feel that nice release throughout the spine, the chest, the shoulders, the biceps, the hips. Oh my. Beautiful. Okay, bring both knees in to your chest and we can roll it up nice and slowly here. Taking it into a nice hamstring stretch to finish us out. Let's bend into the right knee, left leg is extended. Feel a nice stretch on that side as you reach. Again, you can go toe to shin or you can play with pointing through your toes and just holding it here. Maybe you try to get your nose to touch your knee. Don't force it, but it's good to work on that flexibility. Beautiful. See if you can get down a little deeper for 3, 2, and 1. Left knee comes in, now right leg comes out. Take that nice stretch here. Again, you can play around with the toe to shin or with pointing through your toes. Maybe again, you get your nose to your knee. Beautiful, just take your time. Let's just slow it down. Especially if you're like me, I'm always in a rush, always off to do the next thing. Let's just slow it down. Beautiful. You can continue to stretch out whatever you feel like you need to stretch. I just want to pray to close out this workout. So you can join me in a kneeling position, or if you want to continue to stretch, feel free to continue to stretch as I just pray. Heavenly Father God, I thank you so much, Lord, for this beautiful day that you have made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I thank you, Lord, for your word. I thank you for the wisdom that is found in your word. And I pray for the person across the screen, Lord, that they would continue to seek you in all that they do, that they would push and practice their faith as they practice this exercise today, Lord, that they would continue to grow in their faith and in knowledge of you. We love you, Lord, and we thank you. In Jesus' holy name, amen. Thank you so much for joining me on this Pilates and Purpose workout class. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to share it to another sister in Christ as well. And I'll catch you in the next class. Until then, stay blessed.